I personally believe that a resume should be made by the person to whom it belongs to. You can take help from professionals in terms of designing it, you can use templates, you can use softwares for it. But ultimately, what goes in the resume, the content, should be decided by you. After all, it's your journey and it has to closely relate to what you want to put in that. Hello, friends, welcome to this session. Today, I'm inviting you to come with me on a walkthrough of a resume transformation journey. We have selected a resume which we worked on quite some time back, and you will see how the resume was actually transformed from what it was to a very cohesive, impactful resume which communicated what the candidate was bringing to the table for that particular role. This whole process was a facilitative one. The only contribution which I made was to help the candidate to think deeply in terms of going back, recalling stories, achievements, successes, setbacks, and to help him to come up with the right words for his resume. So this is how the resume looked. On the left hand side is what the original resume was. If you see the underlined portion, it talks about result-driven professional, skilled in developing business relationships, strong business acumen, proficient in consistently driving growth, heavily filled with jargons. The candidate, when I spoke to him, mentioned that most of the time the interviewer used to quickly pass this particular section and go to the part which talked about the organizations where the candidate had worked in. The simple reason being that this particular portion was not presenting any impactful message. It did not create any connect with what the candidate was bringing. So, on the right hand side, when we worked on this resume, the very first line talked about that the candidate had grown from a sales officer to an area head, spoke about how he had been a top performing employee in every role and therefore was chosen for various jobs. So, right from the first point till the end, it checked all the requirements for the role and it communicated them very clearly in a simple language. No jargons used, no heavy terms used. It talks about what mattered. This exercise was done using the EASY framework. This is how the candidate resume looked originally. If you notice, every role starts with something called accountability, and every sentence begins with managing, responsible for, working closely with, handling, overall responsibility, reporting to. Nowhere during the whole resume can you see what is it that the candidate achieved or delivered. In terms of accomplishments also, it only mentions the rewards and recognitions with the candidate now. But there is no record of what kind of sales growth did you achieve, what kind of teams you groomed, what kind of skills you developed, what did you learn, what did you contribute to the organization. That was clearly missing. If you look at this resume now, every role begins with what was achieved, what difference did he make to people, how he groomed them, how he initiated training programs. In fact, it covers almost every component of space. Initially, the candidate was reluctant to talk about some of the setbacks, but with due encouragement, he came up with amazing insights in terms of what he learned from the setbacks and how he implemented, which actually helped him gain much more credibility in the organization. Through this video, I have given you a very brief glimpse of the process of transformation of the resume. It took a long time to do that process and it happened in multiple cycles. If you like this video and would want to discuss more about this, please feel free to connect with me. Meanwhile, please do like and share this video and add your comments in terms of what you found useful in this. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day.